Well, today we are adding a cute little cactus sculpture to our dollhouse decor for our cactus theme. Stay tuned and see how fun and easy this project is. Alright, so we can start by looking at the pattern pieces that you get with the free download. And I will talk more about the download and how to get it in the blog post, so be sure and check the blog post for this video. It will be linked in the description box below the video. This time we only have 2 of each piece. I played around with several variations on this and I found this was what worked the best for me. These are cut from a medium weight cardstock and it's fairly thin, but the one in real life that I kind of was inspired by was just metal, so it was pretty thin. So we are going to the 3 pieces of the cactus itself will be glued just like normal. Spread some glue on one side of it, put the other side on and line it up. And this will be easier for you. You won't be doing this on camera, so it will be, you can have it where you can see it better. I'll do those other 2 pieces off camera. The flower pieces, these are a little different. Put glue just in the middle. Oh, good, my hands are going to shake this morning. Lovely. Try not to have glue on the petal, just that middle part. Pick up the other one and put it at an angle so that the petals are halfway between the other petals. That way you have a nice full looking flower and it's easy to cut. So I'm going to glue the rest of these together in the stacks of 2. I'm going to let the glue dry, and when that is dry I'll come back and we can start assembly. Alright, my glue has set up. I'm not going to wait for it to be completely dry for this step because it doesn't really need to be. I'm going to put some glue below that slit. Now we're starting with the cactus piece that has the slit going from the top to just past the middle, going down. Then we're going to take this piece that has the slit going both ways. I'm going to put that on. And my hands are shaking really bad. I apologize for that. I don't know why. All right. And then, oh. Just kind of feed it in, get them adjusted the way you want them, and you want them pretty evenly spaced. And then what I like to do is just a little bit of glue. I'm going to let this glue set up for about 5 minutes, and I'm going to come back and go between the rest of them just to keep that nice and sturdy and keep those little pieces where they belong. So I will be right back. All right, my glue is dry. And so what I've done here is I've wrapped some masking tape around a craft stick, sticky side out on here, taped it together on the bottom. So I've got a place for this to sit. Because usually I would use the blue tacky stuff, poster tack, but that won't work for this because it would come up on the piece a bit. Now, we've got that flower that we did. And ideally you'll do this on something white, but I wanted you guys to be able to see what I'm doing. Lay it on something soft. Folded up hot pad, a mouse pad, a piece of fun foam, whatever you've got. Take something like a ball stylus, a dotting tool that's got a nice round end on it, and push down. And what we're doing is we're making a curve. And that will be fine now. So let's go ahead and put that on here too. All right, now we're going to paint. Excuse me, I'm losing my voice again. So what I have done, I wanted mine to be a light green. I'm patterning this after one that I saw online that I thought was really, really pretty. I saw several of these for sale in real size online. So I thought this was just a really pretty one. So I didn't have the right color green, so I mixed some vivid green and some white together to make a pale green. I wanted a pale color. See if I can do this without my hand shaking too badly. And then it's just going to be a matter of painting. And I'll do most of this off camera. And then when I get this painted, I'll take a really tiny brush and I'll paint my little flower. I'm going to use this royal fuchsia for that. So when I get these all painted, since my hands are shaking, I'm going to do it off camera because it's going to drive me nuts to try and do this under the camera today. I'll get it painted and I'll get the paint dry, and then I'll show you the next step. All right, my green paint and my fuchsia paint have both dried pretty well. And I'm going to add one more touch. There was a couple of different variations on the real size ones of these cactuses that had like a blue, like a kind of a turquoisey blue border around the outside edge of these, and I just thought it was so pretty. It wasn't a real even line, so I'm just going to take, this happens to be Cayman blue, and I'm just using a side of a paintbrush and just running it down this like this, just to give it a little bit of emphasis on those little sides. So I will finish this off. When this is dry, we can glue the flower on, and then we'll be able to put a clear coat on and see how it looks finished. So I'll be back when this blue paint dries. All right, now that my blue paint is dry, I love how this looks. It just gives it a little bit more design. We're going to pick up our little flower, and I'm using a pair of crappy tweezers because I don't have any good ones right now. And there we go. I've got glue off to the side. I'm just going to dip it into some tacky glue and then place it right on the top. And off camera, I will fiddle with this and get it just the way I want it. And once that glue is dry, we can put a coat of Mod Podge on and then see how this looks. So I'll be back when this dries. All right, my glue is pretty much dry, and I've poured out a little bit of satin Mod Podge out onto a container just in case anything is still wet, because I am kind of rushing my production today. And we're just going to carefully give this a coat of satin Mod Podge. Now this will do a couple of things. Number one, as always, it's going to make our piece look more finished. It'll look more like the real thing. But also it will help, it's another layer of basically glue to hold everything together and keep it the way we want it. So I'm going to finish giving this a nice, even, light coat of Mod Podge. And once this is dry, I will go put it over by the dollhouse and we'll see how it looks in place. So I'll see you there. Well, for the sake of the quick little outro here, I have set my little cactus next to his, I guess, big brother cactus. I love how this turned out. I hope you do too. Be sure and check the blog post for the link to the pattern as well as other information and photos that I took as I made the project. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, hit the like button. Leave me a comment. What kinds of things would you like to see in future videos? If you enjoy my content and haven't subscribed, I encourage you hit that subscription button and the notification bell so you know when I put up a new video. Thank you very much for watching today, and I will talk to you next time. Bye.